Good morning, you 6 or 7 awakening wonders. Good morning, everybody. Yeah. Been a little while. Nice to be back home. I've been out in the field for a week, and it was great and very tiring. Putting up teepees with a really grand bunch of blokes. About 10 of us, I think. 50 teepees, 20 yurts. On a field at the back of the Pilton site, Glastonbury Festival, at the back of East Pennard Hill. So I've been there for a week. What is it? Today is June the 13th or something, I think. It's going to get baking. It's been a lovely couple of weeks of weather. And the mint tea. I mean, look, loads of stories and news really. Delightfully, my Adonis-like middle son Loki arrived yesterday. Come pick up some bits and pieces that can only be found in Glastonbury. And he's been freshwater swimming for 100+ days, so we had to go and find a nice sort of cold rivulet for him to have a dip. And and I shall put this in actually. As I was filming him, we saw a spirit orb. We got it on film, so I'll whack it in here. That's yeah, I mean, I've been aware of the spirit orb phenomena as much as I've been aware of anything. That was not the best chord in the world. As I've been aware of any spiritual phenomena, but a while. But I've never. I don't think I photographed one, but this was like, well, you'll see it. There you go. Don't need to blar on about it. But that was interesting. So yeah, Lokes is down, and he's like, he's not a bodybuilder. Well, he is building his body, but he's a big lad, and he's got a healthy appetite. So we had made a big sausage stew, and what did we do? We cooked a different kind of bird, guinea fowl, and it was absolutely delicious. Went to Waitrose, and they were on special offer. So we got some good feed in. So we've got gigs coming up, off to Three Wishes Fairy Festival on Friday. Still managed to rehearse last week. So what was it last week like? It was up at 6:30, do the meditate, do the mint tea, 11-mile cycle to Pilton, 8 hours in the field, 11-mile cycles back, knackered, and but good, a good knackered, but also a couple of rehearsals of an evening where they're both here at home, and we just like boshed the set out, and they're actually quite good. It's playing when I'm that tired, and then the hands be like pulling canvas and lifting poles and hammering pegs in, and it's not the best work for the guitarist hand, the old Tipi thing, but it pays quite well, and I needed a dosh, and the company was fantastic, and I met some new, really lovely new lads. Just great, all like, well, a couple of them mid-20s and one sort of later 30s, and then some really old friends now. God, I must be getting on. There's mates I've known for years. It was just a really good team, and a lot of people there, not all of them, but a lot of them getting ready to go and work on the Glastonbury Festival site now. One or two of us aren't going. One or two of us are really happy not to be going, myself included. Just done it a lot. Really happy not to be doing the build, and just I'm enjoying the quiet, to be honest, and sort of gentleness of a Somerset summer. And then off to the Fairy Festival on Friday, which is about 1,000 people. And so we're setting off in the morning, and then we're on the main stage at 4:30 in the afternoon, and then we've got another gig. This is Nature is Noisy I'm speaking of course. All you wonderful Nature is Noisy fans out there. And then we're playing on Sunday, and they've moved the main stage to the circus tent, because I think they've been caught short with the weather and people leaving on a Sunday night. So we're playing a later show there about 9 o'clock. So that's cool. Got a couple of gigs, a smaller festival, and top and tail in the festival. So that means we can kick back, maybe play a bit around a fire, and gallivant with the fairies. You know, and Minty, you'll be going for a coffee break in a minute. But loads of things have happened. Went to a good old mate and king of the teepees, Tara, the chief, who runs Hearthworks, and I mean, beautiful party. Wow, Tara's 50th. It came from far and wide. Really, and it was Honolulu, Hawaiian shirt, of which I didn't get the memo. I got anyway. Cycled there from the work site, and it was a spectacular party. Really amazing. The Lapwing Farm is just a hidden gem, and stunning view of the Avalon, the tour, very central. And it was just beautiful, and the people I partied with for 20 or 30 years and worked with and communed with and what have you, and me not drinking, not smoking, not drugging, I did have a couple of pipettes as I like, but yeah, no alcohol, and great apple juice and fizzy apple juice. You know, really good company. Yeah, it's brilliant party. And Animal Crackers band played. I'm a bit tired. Got up at 5 this morning. 5:30 is it? Something like that. And then meditated, and then made some mint tea. But I'm alright. Just, it's early. I think I've slept enough. It's going to be a stonkingly hot day, about 28 degrees which is hot for the Brits, and a bit vague, aren't I? Like vaguing off to vaguely go. So let's go and get a coffee, and come back and maybe twiddle the guitar, tell you a couple more stories. Cam's musings. My son likes this t-shirt, but he's like this wide, you know. So it used to fit. Nice face. I like that, Dad. Whoa, come on. But yeah, stop waffling. Coffee. Oh yeah, hi. Yeah. Food. Bit of advice. Yeah, wow. I'm just like, you ever feel like you got up too early? Oh, I got up too early. I got up too early. I thought I was, yeah, come on. Fucking not. I'm fucking too tired to do this right now. I don't want to do this right now, so I'm gonna chill out. Yeah. So what should I do? Am I still doing it? You know, push on through. Am I gonna stay up or am I gonna chill out? It's a really lovely day. I feel like I did, pretty much have a fairly decent sleep. I'm still in the midst of coming down from all that work, and then transitioning. I've had interesting meetings as well. Been hanging out with an old friend, female friend, and it was rather unexpected and nice. And she's a very talented lady, you know, in the creative fields of I suppose circus performer basically, and I went to see her show and it was amazing, really amazing. Lots of youngsters, mainly girls, pretty much all girls apart from one amazing bloke who is professional, who balances on top of chairs stacked upon each other. It's just, yeah, mind-boggling, brilliant. And all the youngsters were they're all aerial artists, hoop, trapeze and silks, ranging from maybe 7 years old up to 13, 15. A couple of adults, looking brilliant. I mean, relentless show, you know, and apparently they get up and do like 30 or 40 different moves, and beautiful day in a field, circus big top, watching all the acrobats sort of limber up before the show. It was great, it was delightful, it was really fun. Yeah, really enjoyed it. And yeah, hung out with the troop leader, the ringmaster. And so that was really good fun. That was, like I say, it's an old acquaintance, but we really enjoyed hanging out. So that's happened. It's you know, that's just a nice thing. But two very creative, busy people enjoying each other's company for a little bit. you know, we're both off in our busy world, so I look forward to hanging out again. That'd be nice. Both up for that, so that's nice, isn't it? But I mean, this is, you know, I'm trying to be real here. So I'm not trying to avoid any, you know, elements of my life. That's what's been happening, you know, that bit of that. What else? You know, pick up the guitar and play as a tune, mate. Pick up a guitar and tap. You might need a bit of assistance, you know. I might need a little bit of assistance. Ah, something just changed, and maybe the coffee's kicking in. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's that. Maybe the coffee's kicking in. It's a lovely day. It's a lovely day. Which is just, you know, it was a long, not particularly cold winter, and in Blighty, Britain, England, it feels like a very long time. Like from October, November, December, January, February, March, April. May was a bit alright, was it? Started getting a bit, you know, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. That's 7 months of not best weather in the world. So you've sort of got to grit your teeth and it's still, you know, still a lovely world and planet. There's a lot to be said for it. Oh, what a palaver. And there he is. There he is. There he is. Set that up again. You know. So it's all, for an old London boy, being in the wilds of Somerset, it's delightful. It's really great. You know. I think I might, you know, just edit some bits in. The bits of the Tipi, been working in the Tipi field, so got a couple of the bits, might throw those in. And I saw a fox hobbling across the field the other day, like definitely quite injured. And then I saw the same fox probably, you know, a couple of days later. And I got some nice footage, and it seems to be healing up. And it's just a really curious, fascinating bit of magpie coming and landing near the fox. And I've just got them both in frame, and maybe I'll just, I'm often out with my little video camera, I'm just taking footage of this delightful place. And in this fucked up world, fucked up levels of consciousness, fucked up behaviour, fucked up wars, fucked up pandemic, nightmare, shit, government, digital currencies, AI, fuck it, the fucking lot. In the extreme fucked upness of everything, there's still a lot of beauty, and there's just still a lot of living to be done, because you can't get away from that. Even death won't get you away from that. Think on that one. I will. I may have already shown you the Spirit Orb if I haven't. Come on, get back to your rant, mate. Keep ranting. Keep ranting, yeah. But the living of the, like, not complying to fucking absolute bullshit, which is a tendency of mine, and being creative and doing good stuff, which is a tendency of mine, and seeing the good in things, and being aware of the shit, and attempting and sometimes succeeding in throwing out a few good things, a few gems, some nuggets of loveliness into the world, and whatever that may be, is deeply needed. There are some great people out there who've got their beady eye on things and their fingers on the pulse of all the abominations going on right now. And I don't know if there's anyone out there who really, do people really not see? I mean, it's, because I just, certain debates, mate, you can fucking whack people over the head with obviosities. Fucking obvious, isn't it? No, it's not. I just don't see it, don't want to see it. And those conversations, exit stage left, mate. I'd rather see the consciousness within music and lyrics and the depth. There's a lot of depth in tone, music and musical penetration. Now, the musical world, I did see Mark Devlin, an old DJ, talking on the Chris Thrall show about the music industry. That's worth a watch. Because for something so beautiful, it's very fucking corrupt, music industry. For something so we're all one, it's very fucking competitive. It's weird, You think like music's not like sport, but it fucking is. Not in its essence, but just the game, the competition, the envy, the fucking the over sexualization in inappropriate levels of, not the beauty of sex, but the inappropriate levels of wickedness in the music industry, and how seductive it is. So seductive. So seductive, And then all this, what's getting called AI, there's so many. Are they distractions? Are they realities? Agendas? There's so many levels of things being really out there and in our faces, It's Pride Month. That's, I have my own opinions on what that represents. It's but at the essence of it all, it's all involves people, and it all needs conversation, and it just screaming at each other and opposing each other just gets more of that, you know. There are some seriously wounded people all over the planet. There's a serious pharmaceutical drug problem all over the planet, on every, you know, from opioids to vaccines to antidepressants. This people just necking shit because they feel like crap. We feel like crap. I'm just trying to feel less crappy by stopping drinking alcohol, stopping smoking fags, meditating, or being quiet and breathing for half an hour, whatever you call it. Writing songs, playing music, going out for cycle rides. You know, my son's beautiful son, beautiful boy. I'm blessed with 3 beautiful lads in my life, and occasionally they come and visit. They're stupendous beings, man. They're really, me and their mums, 2 mums, 3 kids, work it out. Great mums, you know, great lads. So healthy, strapping, strong, tuned, heartful. So we did something right, mums. Well done, us. You know, and we're doing now. But the world needs good people. I don't think the world's overpopulated. I think the climate thing is being agenderified and used. There's a lot of fucking earth issues and earth destruction going on, absolutely. But we are all carbon-based life forms, so demonising carbon is not the most intelligent thing I've ever heard of. Yeah. I witnessed the skies getting chemtrailed again and again. I've filmed it, I watch it, I've seen it for years. Loads of people don't think it is. So let's have an argument, you know. I've got, you know, some of my neighbours like, you know, but they're lovely people. They're so lovely. One of them gave me a compost bin the other day. They think differently, you know. And some people, you know, my little village when all the scam was going on, and you had to, well, people thought they had to wear a mask when they're standing up and take it off when they're sat down, and then get up, stick it on, and go and play that game. When the European football tournament, I went down there. Of course, I don't fucking comply to any of that shit. Fuck off. Obviously. But loads of people do. And now that's a couple of years gone, isn't it? A year or 2 gone. It's just, ugh. But people did that. And, you know, I'm not a jib jabber at all in any sense of the word. I think it's all fucking horrific. I don't trust any of that shit. And those people that push it all out, you know, how could anyone fucking trust any of them cunts? Any of them cunts. Any of them. Fucking litany of cunts. For fucking line them all up all around the fucking planet. You know, a litany of them. How could anybody, any of you, how could you believe any of them? Really? It just astounds me. And yet people did and do. It's just, But ranting at people, as I have discovered, does not fucking work. Unless you're up for being ranted at yeah, give it to me, David, Max, fucking Jeff. And that people even really listen to deep lyrics. Somehow how does musical penetration work? Really, deep. You just got to keep doing it, man. One does what one does. My mum's dying up with my brother up in Yorkshire. That's going on. One of my favourite girlfriends ever's 18-year-old son died a couple of months ago. That's going on. I'm going up to see my mum, I think, during the Glastonbury Festival, maybe for the last time. And that's all a bit grim. And my brother, bless him, is day in, day out in looking after her. And all the faculties are going and the bodily functions and that. And I practically can't be there day in, day out because it's 200 miles away and I've got a little, cottage life to keep running and a musical life to keep running. But I will, I'll get up there I think next week, hopefully, all being well. And I just, the money hasn't been great because the music industry was absolutely fucking crushed and the entertainment industry was absolutely fucking crushed. And that's taking fucking ages to recover because all the fucking pubs are shut. So stop fucking complying, fuck's sake. Really? Well, them cunts, if you're fucking complying, you're a fucking idiot. It doesn't mean I don't fucking like you, some of my best friends are fucking compliant. Some of my best friends are idiots, in my opinion, or have exhibited idiotic behaviours and choices. But fucking hating on them and dividing and not being a jabber, never talking with jabbers, ain't the solution. We're very complex beings, there's many levels to us. Many, many levels to us. None of us is one thing, apart from the fact that we're all one, apparently. Oh, gonna refill that coffee. Got music to play this week. These hands were fucking battered last week. I'm fucking hammering and pulling and grapping, yeah? Because even now, not that I'm fucking trying to get gigs every day. We've got a few gigs coming up, thankfully. But we're going to Three Wishes Fairy Festival. We're playing 2 gigs to put ourselves out there, a bit of profile. We're not getting paid at all. But, people don't really pay for music anymore, much, You get 0.000 whatever, 5p for 10 plays on a Spotify thing. And then you do initial push, you tell all your mates and, you're not young, pretty 20-something-year-old females, but you are fucking handsome 40, 50 and 50-year-old brilliantly creative, dynamic musicians with great music and amazing lyrics, penetrative. We're a good band, man, and we are. irresistibly brilliant. Will be at a show near you. We're supporting what the fuck are they called? Mad Dog McRae on the 1st of July in Compton Dundon in Somerset at a big charity do. Need to find out more about what the charity is and that. We are headlining the King Arthur on the 7th of July. We're playing 2 gigs at the Three Wishes Fairy Festival, and we're going to Barry's garden party on July the 8th. Barry, who's forwarded our first song, In It Wittering, to a producer friend of his who works on the Jules Holland show. So, and Barry used to play with Eric Clapton, had a #1 in Turkey. So we're off to play, and he's invited us to play his garden party. And he texted me the other day, he said, me and the missus decided we'd like to pay you to come. Which wasn't the deal, but that's nice, isn't it? That's, see, people, keep it in a community. Keep it close, say hello to people around you, get to know your neighbours. Keep it friendly, things don't have to be massive all the time. They could be small and beautiful, and I'm really enjoying the local, you had a glimpse of the great outdoors, and it's easier to love the great outdoors when the weather's like this. It's harder, when I was dressing like a deep sea trawler fisherman during the winter, when it's pissing down and I need to go to the shops, but that's still life and weather, and that can still be enjoyed. I fucking laughed all the way to my mates the other month, and it was pissing down and I got soaked, and I fucking, somewhere along the journey I surrendered, fucking just got battered by the rain, and fucking it was a wilding moment. And my son doing 100 days plus consecutive cold dips all the way through the winter, getting charged up, vibed up, committing to that. There's loads of good stuff to be doing, being and communicating, and there's still loads of pap, so you choose, maybe a little bit of pap, i.e. absolutely knackered, maybe you watch a bit of your favourite show or whatever. I do, but if you're sat in front of that all the time, picking your nose and fucking eating brown food only, and yellow and white food, sugar, and only doing that, it's not fucking great look, mate. It's not a great feel either, so keep moving, keep grooving, keep loving, keep relating. Yeah. Keep communicating. Be a good person. Be real. Don't tell me what to do. I fucking hate being told what to do. Catch you later, Sarah Slater. I love you, mate. One love, everybody. Yeah.